selling real one, Chevy.
Hey everyone, welcome to I Just Watched. I'm Joseph, and we're talking She-Hulk episode 7. Before I get into it, I gotta hit you with the usual, which is hopefully you like this enough to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell to get notified. Let's discuss She-Hulk. Spoiler warning. Overall, I feel this show is getting worse, which sucks, because for one, I was kind of hesitant to like it in the beginning, but then first 4 episodes, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm enjoying it. You're really kicking butt here. I'm gonna commit and fucking let's go. I'm gonna love it. And then since then, 5, 6, and 7 have just been unnecessary, idiotic. They feel like I'm watching Thor, Love and Thunder, or Ragnarok. And I know people love Ragnarok, but you people are wrong. It's your opinion. You're wrong. First off, I want to say Homeboys Branch is beautiful. It's huge. Who paid for it? Is it a community property? Like, that thing is banging. As a person who would love a place like that, I'm jealous as fuck. That shit is beautiful. Jumping into it, again, I'm just gonna drop it. Her CG, meh. Again, I don't understand why before they release these episodes, have someone come in and touch up, have a team come and like re-render or whatever, just make the VFX for her cleaner. She's the fucking star. She deserves proper VFX. We get introduced to a few low tier, lesser known villains, and one who's kind of a hero. El Aguila is teamed up with Iron Fist and Luke Cage, but these are lesser known characters. Also, El Aguila is technically a mutant, and he lost his powers in the comics because of M.o.d.o.k, but they gave him his powers in the show. Both, like, El Aguila, I think, is the best out of everyone we saw, because we see Porcupine, we see Sarson, yeah, Man-Bull, but I think out of the 4, he was the best one, but not by a lot. Oh, we also get a better look at the Wrecker, but until the Wrecking Crew is fucking super strong and big and have their color schemes and shit, basura. I don't understand why he didn't have the eagle. Like, he has the eagle body but no eagle head on his emblem, and he is a direct copy of Zorro, because that is who he loves. He like looks up to Zorro, so he wanted to be like Zorro. Talented cat, of course, lesser known, but he has mad abilities, with the sword, acrobatics, agility, and his mutant power is this it's an electricity power. I can't remember, it's like electrogenetic or something. However, he could only use it, he could only conjure it basically by using his sword or some kind of metal surface. Thus, he usually uses his sword, which you see a glimpse of it in the episode. When I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know what, they kept it. Technically, he is a mutant, so technically, the third mutant in the MCU? Because Miss Marvel? Namor? I mean, he hasn't been on screen yet, but they already confirmed it. Man-Bull, oh, dude, I like the actor, I think he's funny, but Man-Bull looks so whack. Like, they went with, like, prosthetics and stuff, which is fine. And no, it's not. You know what? Man-Bull, he's basically a Minotaur, but more man than bull. He's giant, he's strong as shit. And he has the bull horns, hair, and stuff. You can see him in comics when he fights Daredevil. Daredevil's like, oh shit, and he's looking up at this monster of a creature. And here, he was just a dude. And I was like, and with heavy prosthetics in the face that made him look more like a cow. Do y'all not really give a fuck? Or what's going on here? Like, I know they're lesser known characters, but you can still be accurate. Like, seeing Man would be cool. That's someone who She-Hulk can fight. And they're like, nah, we won't do that. Porcupine, well, we meet a Porcupine because technically there's 3 of them. Well, not at the same time, but different versions of Porcupine. It's a suit that enhances, your usual strength, agility, durability, and then each one has like slightly different capabilities. But we meet a Porcupine. It looked very like Party City. We meet Sarson, and I didn't understand it because they said he thinks he's a vampire, but the Sarson I know in the Marvel comics is a Punisher villain, and he's like a tactical dude. This Sarson just felt like a joke. They should have just made him a vampire or not, instead of this weird, he thinks he's a vampire. Like, I don't know. It didn't work for me either. I'm tired of seeing Homeboy as Emil or whatever. Where the hell's Abomination? I feel like it's such a missed opportunity. When he got parole, he should have been immediately attached to the Thunderbolts. That's how he repays the rest of his debt. By, be doing good or whatever. There's your big muscle. And then we get to the biggest part of the show, or episode, is her love connection with Josh. I like Josh, but we knew that Josh was working for somebody. Come on, like, we knew that. They had sent previous people that we didn't know failed. Clearly working for Intelligentsia. Sorry. And he collects her DNA. He sends a text to someone called King Hulk, which I have no idea who it is, but I'm going to throw out my guesses. I want to hear yours. Who do you think King Hulk is? I think the leader makes the most sense. He thinks he's superior. He's a piece of shit. He and M.o.d.o.k helped create a lot of Hulk rogues or villains and Hulk-like characters, he's attached to intelligentsia. Say M.o.d.o.k. M.o.d.o.k makes less sense to me. Again, yes, he's attached to intelligentsia, and we know they're both coming. However, we know the leader's confirmed for Captain America 4, and so is She-Hulk, and we know M.o.d.o.k is confirmed for Ant-Man 3. Yes, 3. Quantumanium. The reason I think M.o.d.o.k makes less sense is because M.o.d.o.k, as far as I remember, hasn't ever really strived to like take their DNA to make them. He's more technologically trying to advance versus genetically, and the leader is more on that side. However, I say that because I think the one it really is whoever is taking the mantle of General Ross, aka Red Hulk. I think that's who it really is. The leader could be working with them, or whatever little agency they're trying to build. I think the agency, because they clearly have money, is either a rogue or some kind of sub-attachment to whoever is in charge of the Thunderbolts. And whoever's in charge of Madame Hydra, I can't remember, is it Valentine? Whoever's in charge of her and them, this is connected. And the reason to me that makes sense is because he's always felt superior to the Hulk. He definitely doesn't think they're worthy of such power. So him going after their DNA to, again, revamp and make his own super soldiers, he feels like he failed with Abomination. He's the one who's going after it, and eventually they'll get it. Or, I mean, they already got it, but eventually it's going to lead to him powering himself up, creating other rogues. Another reason I think it's him is because the leader already has that DNA in him, so why not use his own? I think the difference is you want someone who's closer to the Hulk. She-Hulk is related to him, so it's closer to Bruce's, closer to like the original, versus the leader who is just kind of just exposed to it. I think that's why he wants her DNA versus using the leaders. But that's my theory. I want to hear yours. Who do you think is King Hulk? Overall, this whole Namaste Day episode, again, boring. Nothing really happened until we see Josh text King Hulk, got the DNA, blah, 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 and takes a picture of her passed out. I'm like, so this whole episode was this giant waste, again, just for a glimpse of something that could be important. Like I said, it's not getting better for me. If you're still enjoying it, let me know why. I definitely want to hear your theories on King Hulk. And again, the most of this was that last final little piece, and it shouldn't be like that. I should have been able to talk like, oh, yo, these villains, even though they're lesser known, were introduced. They look great. Could lead to something. It seems like it's going nowhere. Like, it should be more excited for the things they're trying to drop. I definitely expected to see Frogman here because we see him in the trailer, and it made sense if he would be here because he's trying to have people connect Frogman as a hero because his dad used it as a villain. His dad used the name and suit for villainy, and he's trying to use the name and suit to be a hero, change his reputation. So it kind of made, I would have figured it would have made sense for him to show up. I mean, we got 2 episodes left, but I really genuinely think nothing's going to happen until 9. So I want to hear your thoughts. How are you feeling down below? Let me know. Comments, questions, concerns, requests. I love hearing from you. But until next time, stay safe, be well. Adios.